Hi everyone, how are you all? I hope you're really well. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, we're going to talk about what should be in your makeup bag if you are a talent or a model. Going forward post-COVID, I think there's certain things that in no way am I saying this is essential or absolutely necessary, but I think it wouldn't be a bad thing to have some of these items to hand, purely because I just think if it were me, I would rather have certain things that I knew were my own, that I was completely responsible for. First things first, the makeup bag I love to travel with is this one from Space NK. So many brands do them now. They are fantastic because these are to flight security restrictions, so you can go through and just put that straight through the security thing, you know what I mean. So I really like that, and I love it because you can just see what's in there straight away. So let's take a delve in and have a little look. So I think potentially on set you most probably will be doing a bit of your own skincare now, especially the initial time frame post-COVID. So to reference, we have just gone through a global pandemic. We've been in lockdown and everyone's had to pretty much quarantine for 3 months or so now. So yeah, mental. Anyway, let's get back to chatting makeup. So some really good skincare recommendations that are fast acting, behave really well as a good surface underneath makeup are the following. So Hadalabo serum. This is a hyaluronic acid lotion. It's amazing. Great for tired skin. It plumps it up, it hydrates it beautifully. So definitely that one. Weleda Skinfood. If you're on the oilier side, I would go for the light. If you are on the more normal side, I would go for the normal, which is a darker green. I've just run out of mine, and yeah, I've not had a chance to pick up any more yet. Another option is the Embryolisse. They also do this, actually, have I got it here? And there also is a matte version of this, and a good version is this for oily skin also, so you can really target. So basically what I'm saying is bring basic good skincare that acts really well underneath makeup. You'll have a very happy makeup artist on set, and know your skin type. Go in with products that are suited to your skin. Another good product this is a kind of all-round product. Great if your lips are severely cracked and dry, and it's also really good if you potentially have psoriasis or really dry skin. This is a really good base to pop on. Look, I just found a mini Skinfood, and it's great to pick up samples if you can as well, because they're such great convenient sizes to travel with. Next is lip balm. I mean, who doesn't need 1,000,001 lip balms? Everyone does, right? And these double up as a really good highlighter on the skin and all sorts. They're all quite multi-use. So I've got the original Dr. Pawpaw, it's the clear one, it's amazing. I've got Glossier, this is balm.com, this is the rose flavoured one. Then I've got a Nuxe balm here. So this might be good for the guys out there in particular because it's a completely matte balm. It's low shine to it. I mean, it just looks a bit shiny now because also in England we are having a heat wave, which is very rare. So that's why it has a bit shiny. So you've got all bases, there we go, all bases of skincare covered. So now we delve into makeup. So what I would really say to this is, everything in here isn't essential. I'm giving you options. So things to consider are, think of the type of jobs you do. What are you booked for? And that'll kind of give you a guide on what or how much you should get. And I also wanted to say that there are certain brands that actually give talent discounts. So I know MAC, if you work in the industry, you do get a discount with them. So bear that in mind too. I've tried to include some high street brands too to keep this as affordable as possible. All this is tax expensable as well. So because it is for your work. Enough rambling, Lisa, come on. So first port of call is concealer. It's so essential, and I would say it's really handy for everyone to pretty much have 2 shades of concealer for sure. So I love the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage for that very reason, because it's got a warmer and a cooler tone. So really think about what your skin's like, or you know, so for me, I'm always a lot warmer on my body. Is that something I have to consider with the colour? Do I have pigmentation? Will I need quite a lot of colour correcting? So these are basic questions to really ask yourself. And if you're not sure, just consult with a makeup artist that you work with quite regularly. A really good choice of option is the NARS concealer, because this picks up beautifully on camera, for film, HD, whatever it is, blimmin' amazing, and it's got an amazing colour range. So I'd say try and pick up 2 of those. I know they have a pro artist discount, however I don't know if it's extended to talent, but who knows, that might change with everything going on. Another good option for something quite nice and lightweight is the Milk makeup. I've just thought of another one that's really nice too. I can't find what I'm looking for. I've moved studios recently and everything's still a bit of a mess behind me. So yeah, that's a really good concealer if you've got dry skin. It's a serum base, very lightweight. It photographs really beautifully also. So you've got a good fair few options, but I'd say the NARS is a great all-rounder that you can't really go wrong with. Equally with the Laura Mercier, because you can add different moisturisers to really change the texture and sheer it out. Then going into foundations, this is really dependent on the type of work you do, to be honest. Because if it's more beauty, it'll generally be very sheer, and probably concealer would just be enough. Something like the MAC Face and Body, it's a staple classic, cannot go wrong with it. It does come in these mini sizes as well, so it's really easily transportable. It's got quite a good colour range in it too, so that's a fantastic option. And you can mix your concealer in with it to create a deeper shade with it too. And if you're not sure on colour, these are generally quite forgiving because they're sheerer in coverage. If you want something with a bit more coverage, something like the Fenty Pro Filter foundation, it's a hydrating and long wear foundation. Obviously I would avoid this if you are dry. Equally fantastic shade range in this one. So just really think about the jobs you do. There are some talent that I've worked with before that will come with 3 different types of foundation matched to them for the season that it's in. So obviously darker if it's summer, paler if it's winter, and they will have 3 coverages and textures. So they'll have something with a light coverage, a medium, and a more full, and varied textures. So one will be quite a natural kind of skin-like texture like the Face and Body, then something a bit more dewy, potentially like Luminous Silk by Armani, and then something a bit more matte. So you can then really just make it what you want it. You can have it the way you want it to look. I'm going to go on to more essential things that I said just be brilliant to have that are more cost effective also. So definitely having a brow grooming product is really good. So I'd go for a clear one or a coloured one, depending on the colour of your brows and the jobs you generally do. A really good clear one, so this is the Glossier Boy Brow, really good clear one that is so cheap is the Collection 2000 clear one. It's brilliant, so you can buy a few of them at a time, or if they happen to be on offer at a supermarket or drugstore, you can pick up a couple. Brilliant. And with these brow pens, they're amazing if you have less of a physical brow, if you need to do what I call brow kind of reconstruction. If you're missing quite a few hairs, these are brilliant because they've got a felt tip applicator there, so you get really precision point from that. I love these, and this is in a grey undertone and then a khaki undertone, so that covers every skin tone also, and I love them because they look super natural. There are some high street versions of these. Glossier do a version, MAC do them. Just shop around. It's really important you just get a good tone. Avoid anything with a red undertone because it just doesn't look natural. Even if you're a redhead, I would still stick to a grey colour. Good kind of tools to have in your kit would be lash curlers. These are Tweezerman, these are amazing, and they come with quite a few spare bands, and also a really good pair of tweezers. And I'll just say again, just for like hygiene and general, this comes in a nice neat little pack that wants to stay closed. So you've got a pair of pointed and a pair of slanted tweezers in that one. I mean, just brilliant, all round, brilliant. And they're so sharp, and you get a free sharpening service with them for life. So then I'd go down mascara. Obviously, mascara is something that works best when it's used directly from the tube. So having your own is a brilliant option. So I've got MAC Extended Play here, which is quite a natural finish to it, but long wearing. Then there's a Snap Mascara. This is a brown. So just, again, depending on the jobs you do, either go for a black or brown. If it's more natural, obviously go for brown. Some other really good options with mascara. I mean, there's just so many. You might have some already that you really love that you can just pop into your kind of makeup little kit. I love the Marc Jacobs new one in the gold tube. That is a really good one too. Sticking on, oh yeah, brows. I forgot to mention this one. So this is a Benefit brow pencil. They also do a thinner, more precise version. They come in really good shades, these ones. I just really like them, again, because you can fill really quickly, easily, and effective. So we're really touching on every kind of area that's either very close to any openings on the body, basically. Eye pencils, so I'd definitely go along with a brown. Coffee from MAC is a really good staple one. It's a perfect colour that you can do quite a natural eye to quite a bold smoky eye with. Equally, I love the Marc Jacobs. So this is great if you're maybe on like TV, film, because it's much more long wearing. Once it's on, you're really committed. So I would avoid that if you are kind of doing like more editorial stuff. Because it really does budge and it's a pain to get out, but great for long wear. So those are some good options. I would consider also getting stuff from Beauty Pie because they're very affordable. It's a monthly subscription, and then you can buy stuff at a discounted, almost factory price from it, and it's really good quality stuff. I personally haven't tried their liners, but I have heard really good things about them. Lip pencils. I would say everyone should have at least 2 to 3 lip pencils. Really think about your skin tone and colour. So go for something that's kind of new to your skin tone. So say on a lighter skin, Boldly Bare would just, it looks really bold, it looks very bare on a nude lip. Spice is a really good kind of, does every kind of skin tone really beautifully. Obviously it will look a bit paler on a really dark lip. It just depends on the lip, basically. I also love this Victoria Beckham one, the Lip Definer in shade number 4. It's such a good colour. I'll give a swatch of them so you can kind of see. I'll just swatch them all on there so you can see. There's one colour I can't find to hand, which is one called Chestnut, which is really good for black skin. As like a good correcting lip colour. So you can see the variety there. So I've got, did I put Boldly Bare on? No. So I've got Boldly Bare, Spice, Victoria Beckham, Soar, Stone, that's quite a good grey, and then that was Brick. You could go for something cherry. Again, it just depends on the type of work you do, but obviously because this is quite a high contact area, you might just be more comfortable having your own, which I completely understand. I mean, lipsticks, again, completely up to you. You can obviously buy individual bullets. Equally, you can buy palettes. So again, I'd go for something nude to a bit of a bolder colour. So this is the Modern Browns from MAC, and these work on all different skin tones, and you can mix them as well, which is really lovely. This was a limited edition one from MAC, but what I really loved about this is that it kind of touches every kind of tone and colour, so I think that's quite handy. When I bought something from NARS recently, they gave me a sample of this, so this could be quite a handy thing if you know you can't necessarily afford to get a lipstick. But what I would say with lipstick is go for something with a decent pigment to it, so then you can sheer it down if anything, because obviously if it's a sheer colour you can't really do much with it in terms of mixing it down. I mean, a good classic nude, I mean, Charlotte Tilbury do some gorgeous shades as well. I know they are on the more expensive side. I think L'Oreal do these, and NYX do these lovely cream pencils. I'll link to all of them below so you have them to hand. Then a clear gloss, can't go wrong with a clear gloss. Buy one from a drugstore, I just don't have one. So here I've got MAC lip gloss, which is the shiniest gloss you'll ever see. Then I've got a NARS one as well, so you know you can just apply that straight from the bullet. Then I just wanted to talk through powders. So two of my favourites are, try to open it, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder. Obviously they do different colours, so pick one up that suits your skin tone. And this is the One Powder Wonder by Beauty Pie. This is a great compact powder that works on all skin tones. It's so deeply pressed, you don't get any kind of feedback from this on camera. It doesn't look powdery, you can't over powder yourself with it. And equally I love the Charlotte Tilbury one because it's so finely milled. It just makes that area of the skin look velvety. I love it. Oh yeah, there was one more thing. Makeup brush. So if you're gonna go for one brush, I would go for a powder brush, because obviously this can be used on set. You could potentially just have someone hold you up a mirror and just powder yourself, girlfriend or boyfriend. This is a great one. This is by My Kit Co. This is the My Domed Multi 0.13. And what's really beautiful about it is that, you know, you can do a bit of eye makeup with it, you can do highlighter and powder, obviously not all at once, clean it in between, but that's a really good product to have in your makeup bag. Wow, so soft. Anyway, there you have it. Those are my basic recommendations of what if you would rather have a makeup bag for working with on set. Those are what I basically recommend. So really, just to recap, think about the type of jobs you do, the looks that are generally applied to you. Feel free to reach out to me or any makeup artist that you work with regularly also, because I'm sure they'd be more than happy to help you out. I think particularly with the foundation and concealer, it's really important to get the shade right, and it's maybe about you not doing what you personally like, but really what works for the jobs that you are doing. Might be worth talking to your agent as well, because they might be able to help you get a bit of either discount or sponsorship, PR with brands as well. So that's a handy little trick there for you to know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts and comments below. As I said, everything will be listed below. And yeah, that's it. Until next time, everyone. Thank you so much.